The Best Hit USA 400th Anniversary Special.
日本の皆さんこんばんは、小林克也です。ベストヒット USA が始まったのが1981年の4月でした。そして今日が400回目です。おめでたいんですね。そして僕たちは今いい天気のサンフランシスコにいるんですが、今日はスペシャルゲストを迎えてお送りいたします。
Hi everybody and welcome to San Francisco. Happy 400th. We're especially proud that Mr. Kobayashi has chosen San Francisco to host this 400th anniversary show. And I just want to say, welcome to San Francisco.
This is a beautiful day.
Isn't it nice?
Yeah.
See, this is Alcatraz right here.
Right.
Did you know that?
Right.
Have you taken the tour?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's really.
What kind of feel there?
They put you out on Alcatraz.
Yeah.
And then they and you go in the cells where all the soldiers, where the Birdman of Alcatraz was, where Al Capone died. Yeah. It's really great. It's fascinating out there. And this over here is Tiburon. See, this is Marin County over here. And when you go back, the bay goes right back up, way back into Sacramento up there. And then down this way, this is San Francisco, of course. Yeah. You see Telegraph Tower over there.
The triangle.
The Transamerica Pyramid. And right across the bay there is Berkeley and the East Bay, all the stuff in Oakland. And a lot of great bands came out of the East Bay, though. Right. A lot of soul music came out of the East Bay. You know, Tower Power, Sly Stone, a lot of Prince's band.
Cold Blood.
Cold Blood, right. A lot of the players in Prince's band are from the East Bay over there, too. And this is Marin County, Marin County was where a lot of the hippies started out. There was the Grateful Dead live in Marin County, and the Jefferson Airplane live in Marin County.
Sausalito's that way.
Sausalito's just around the corner there, yeah. And you can sail to all these places. It's funny, there's very few boats out today because it's Monday. But on a Sunday, this is just jammed with boats.
Some of the musicians live there, right?
Lots of musicians, yeah.
Right.
You know, like I said, the Grateful Dead. Bob Dylan lived out in Bolinas for a while, out at the beach, and they have
Carlos
Santana lives out there. All the Santana band.
When was the first performance for you? Here in San Francisco?
In my band, with this band, Huey Lewis and the News. It was here, and it was about 1979. And it was a little club just over the hill there. In San Anselmo called Uncle Charlie's. And then we played down. And the big deal for us was to come across this bridge. See, this is San Francisco. It's a big deal for us.
Yeah.
Play our first gig in San Francisco.
Yeah.
And we played that at the old Waldorf. And it was about our second or third gig ever. And we played the old Waldorf, and record companies came, and they were interested, and we knew we were on our way. We almost got our record deal.
Yeah. The rest of the story, you don't have to.
That's right. You know the rest of the story. Not everybody, but you do, yeah. This is the Presidio here, which was an army base, but it's all broken down, and they're going to tear it all down. They just decided they're going to eliminate all this and make it a state park.
Huey, we started our show in 1981. That was about the time the news was taken off the ground. Was it 80?
Yeah, our first record came out in 80, but it wasn't really taken off yet.
It hasn't? Well, what was it? 81st was the year when you had Do You Believe in Music?
No, that was 83, September of 83.
81, what kind of year was it for you?
Well, it was a good year for us because we got our record deal in like late 79. And our first record was released in, I think, January of 1980 or February of 1980. And the record was... it ended up selling 30,000 copies, which was nothing. And in fact, it's very hard to find today. But for us, it was a start, you know. And we toured. I remember we supported the Doobie Brothers. Funny, because the Doobie Brothers have a new record out now, and they're from our hometown in Marin County. And that was our first major tour. And we went out throughout the states. And, you know, we didn't know that our record wasn't selling. We thought we were on top of the world. In retrospect, the record didn't do very well, but we were very happy, and we were learning our trade. We were getting better all the time.
それではここで1981年からこの番組で紹介したヒットチャートの流れを振り返ってみましょう。1981年のナンバーワンシングルはキム・カーンズの「ベティ・デイビス・アイズ」。この年アメリカで MTV がスタートしたわけですが、まだビデオを作らないアーティストも多く、届けられてくるビデオもほとんどが低予算のものという状態でした。 また超保守派のレーガンが大統領になって2年目ということもあって、カントリー系のシンガーが数多くチャートに進出した年でもありました。1982年のナンバーワンシングルはジャーニーの「オープンアームズ」。彼らに代表されるアメリカンバンドの活躍が目立った年でした。同時にヒューマンリーグを中心にした第二次ブリティッシュインベージョンの動きが始まったり、オーストラリア出身のメン・アットワークが大ヒットを連発した年でもありました。またトトがグラミー賞で6部門を独占したことも、この年の音楽界を代表するニュースとして忘れることができません。
And you had another bigger invasion, I guess, 82, 83, you know, Duran Duran, and with all the big videos, they spent millions of dollars for video clips.
That's right. That was the wave of so-called MTV bands. And it was funny because it signaled a completely different, I mean, it was major difference in how you broke in America.
1983年のナンバーワンシングルはポリースの「Every Breath You Take」。この年春のフラッシュダンスの大ヒットをきっかけに映画絡みのヒットが数多く生まれるようになりました。また MTV バンドなどと呼ばれたデュラン・デュランをはじめ、多額の予算をかけた大作主義とでも言えるようなビデオが話題を集めましたが、その動きに当時の金で2億5000万円をかけたというスリラーがとどめを刺しています。1984年のナンバーワンシングルはバンヘイレンの「ジャンプ」。パープルレインを発表したプリンスがこの年の台風の目になりました。また前の年に引き続いて映画絡みのヒットが目立ち、この「フットルース」をはじめ1位を獲得した曲の半分近くがサントラからのものという状態でした。またこの年の暮れ、ボブ・ゲルドフが中心になってイギリスのミュージシャンたちが「Do They Know It's Christmas」を発表。大きな話題を集めています。1985年のナンバーワンシングルはマドンナの「Crazy for You」。マドンナ旋風が世界中で吹き荒れた年でした。またイギリスの動きに刺激されてアメリカのポップスターも「We Are the World」を発表。ミュージシャンによるチャリティーの動きが活発化して、夏にはライブエイドも行われました。
How did it come you participating in that? Did they call you up?
Yeah,
Come on.
Quincy called us up and asked us to do it, and I was flattered, needless to say, and so we said, it took me about 3 seconds to say yes. And I mean, I had a certain, you know, it was an unbelievable evening.
1986年のナンバーワンシングルはヒューイ・ルイス&ニュースの「Stuck with You」。ウィッティー・ヒューストンがとにかくバカ売れ、マドンナも相変わらずのすごい人気で、女性アーティストの活躍が目立った年でした。一方ピーター・ガブリエルやスティーブ・イングウッド、ロバート・パーマーといったイギリス出身のベテランアーティストが次々に大ヒットを飛ばし、中年パワーを見せつけてくれています。1987年のナンバーワンシングルはウィットニー・ヒューストンの「I Wanna Dance with Somebody」。ボンジョビの大成功をきっかけにハードロック系のグループが次々とシングルチャートに進出。その波の中でホワイトスネークやエアロスミスといったベテランが復活しています。 またそれとは全く対照的な動きとしてティファニーやデビー・ギブソンに代表される10代のシンガーの活躍も目立ちました。1988年のナンバーワンシングルはビリー・オーシャンの「Get Out of My Dreams Get Into My Car」。ストック・エイケン・ウォーターマンやフルフォースといった売れっ子のプロデューサーチームが手掛けるダンスナンバーが次々とポップスチャートに登場しました。その一方で荒削りなサウンドが売り物のガンズ&ローゼズや危機を乗り越えて復活したデフレパードが驚異的なアルバムセールスを記録したりしています。Countdown coming up next. Countdown USA. Number 20, the Doobie Brothers, The Doctor. 20位初登場です。Number 19, Guns N' Roses, Patience. 7ポイント大きくダウン。Number 18, Donny Osmond, Soldier of Love. 10ポイント大きくダウンです。Number 17, Expose, What You Don't Know, 17位初登場。Number 16, Paula Abdul, Forever Your Girl, 9ポイント大きくダウンです。Number 15, Martika, Toy Soldiers, 15位初登場。Number 14, Natalie Cole, Miss You Like Crazy, 4ポイントアップです。Number 13, Michael Damian, Rock On, 8ポイント大きくダウン。Number 12, Cyndi Lauper, I Drove All Night, 3ポイントアップです。Number 11, Madonna, Express Yourself, 11位初登場。Number 10, Simply Red, If You Don't Know Me By Now, 7ポイント大きくアップです。Number 9, Waterfront, Cry, 1ポイントアップ。Number 8, Donna Summer, This Time I Know It's For Real, 5ポイントアップです。Number 7, Fine Young Cannibals, Good Thing, 4ポイントアップ。Number 6, Milli Vanilli, Baby Don't Forget My Number, 3ポイントアップです。Number 5, Bette Midler, Wind Beneath My Wing.
Did you ever know that you're my hero?
And number 4, Nene Cherry, Buffalo Stance, 2ポイントアップです。Number 3, Bobby Brown, Every Little Step, 1ポイントダウン。Number 2, Richard Marx, Satisfied, 2ポイントアップです。And this week's number 1, New Kids on the Block, I'll Be Loving You Forever, 2週連続の1位です。400th anniversary with Huey Lewis.
In the beginning, MTV played everything they could get their hands on, any videotape you could possibly do. And we made, and with our first record, we made our own videotape with two friends that we had at Ocean Beach, which is just over the hill here. Some of My Lies Are True. And then we did Don't Ever Tell Me That You Love Me, which was, we did it on Mount Tamalpais in the amphitheater up there. We did both videos in one day. We started at 6 o'clock in the morning with a little tiny video camera. The whole thing cost us, I think, $600 for the whole thing. And those two videos found their way on MTV and just kind of took off.
Say you wanna be friend of mine, see me all the time. You don't care what I do, but it all sounds the same to me. Hey, can't you see? It's just like I told you. I know you think that I've been stringing you along, and that I told you a few. But sooner or later, when you say I love you, you're gonna realize some of my lies are true.
In 80, 84, 85, you had, of course, that hit, and you had the Sports.
Sports was actually released in the fall of '83. But '84, it was the #1 album of '84, and we had about all the singles were constantly on the all the singles were #1, and that was really our big year for Sports. And '85, Sports actually went into '85 almost,
right.
And then Power Love came out in '85. So those were our two sort of most successful years.
Don't take money, don't take fame, don't need no credit card, ride this train. Tougher than diamonds, stronger than steel. You won't feel nothing till you feel. You feel the power, just feel the power of love. That's the power, that's the power of love. Feel the power of love.
It's funny because all I ever wanted to do was to make a living with the band, to be able to pay the bills and to know we could exist and make records as a band. And of course, you try and try and try and try, and suddenly this record just took off, and it was unbelievable. Everything we released went straight to the top, and and just everything happened at once. We were nominated for Grammys, and we finally got nominated for an Oscar, and everybody, every week the concerts would grow and grow, and you felt that, and it was amazing. And I must say that, of course, it can only happen one time in your career. Can you go from relative obscurity to being sort of this year's model? And one thing that I'm very happy about is that we realized it. I used to say to the guys almost daily, I said, guys, appreciate this, because this can only happen once.
続いて発表したアルバム「4」はスポーツをしのぐ売り上げを記録。そしてこの曲は1986年の#1シングルに輝きました。Stuck with You, Huey Lewis and the News.
We've had some fun. Yes, we've had our ups and downs. Been down that rocky road, but here we are still around. We thought about someone else, but neither one took the bait. We thought about breaking up. Now we know it's much too late. We are bound by all the rest, like the same phone number, all the same friends, and the same address. Yes, it's true. Yes, it's true. I am happy to be stuck with you. Yes, it's true. Yes, it's true. I'm so happy to be stuck with you. 'Cause I can see that you're happy to be stuck with me. We've had our doubts, we never took them seriously, and we've had our ins and outs, but that's the way it's supposed to be. We thought about giving up, we could never stay away. We thought about breaking up, now we know it's much too late. And it's no great mystery if we change our minds. Eventually, it's back to you and me. Yes, it's true. Yes, it's true. my dreams. Yes, it's true. Yes, it's true. I am happy to be stuck with you. Yes, it's true. Yes, it's true. I'm so happy to be stuck with you. 'Cause I can see that you're happy to be stuck with me. Yes, it's true. I'm so happy to be stuck with you. I'm happy to be stuck with you. I'm happy to be stuck with you.
And comes the latest one, which is not really, it was not like before or the sports album. You were more versatile. You branched out into
Right. Yeah, the latest one was really a labor of love. It's not something that, we are first and foremost a rock band. And I'm sure our next record will probably be rock and roll. But we really felt the need to stretch out. We felt like we'd appreciated all kinds of music, always have, always liked different kinds of stuff, but never really tried to play these kinds of things. And not with outside guys either, with our own guys. We wanted to try and play these various things. We knew, of course, that it wasn't going to be as commercial as the others, because we do one thing best, and that is sort of rock and roll. But we felt we wanted to do it, and Lord knows we'd sold enough records, and it was really something that we wanted to do creatively.
It's a small, small world, but it's the only one we got. Small world, small, small world.
You said the next news album's going to be a rock and roll back to roots album, something like that?
I think. I mean, we've written a few tunes so far, both of which are very rock and roll. I don't know, I'm not gonna, we don't set about and say, gee, I want to make a rock and roll album, or I want this to be this kind of an album, or this kind. I just kind of let the tunes kind of drop out of the sky, and then they tell you how they want to be sort of produced. I mean, the song tells you whether it wants to be a synthesizer or a grand piano or a Hammond organ, or what sort of instruments and what sort of style they want to be. So, I mean, but I am feeling more sort of, I want to rock a little bit, I do feel like that. We haven't, last album we really didn't very much, and it was fine, but I do like to rock,
Any other plan for you? Besides playing golf and...
Yeah, I think we're going to do a little bit of we're kind of formulating this. You're the first person to know, actually. I haven't told my record label. I haven't told my agent or anything else. But I think we're trying to. I think we'd like to do a club tour, to play a lot of smaller venues. The last 350 gigs for us have been 10,000 plus seaters, and it's fine, but you miss the contact, with the people. And we've been around here for a while now, and once in a while I sit in or jam with some friends.
Yeah.
And I love that feeling and the people right there, and I love the sound. The sound is immediate, and you can hear, you hear stuff, and it's great,
Are they going to announce Huey Lewis in the news? And
Probably not. Probably not. We'll have
a different name, maybe under a surprise attack.
Something like that. Yeah. Surprise attack.
Surprise attack.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, that'd be a surprise attack.
Yeah, surprise attack. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Kobayashi, always good to see you.
Yeah, great.
Always good.
Let me hear you